Okay, so today's video, what I'm going to be making is one of something like that, engine stand. That's got a small block Chevy. I'll mount it on it, but I am going to make it like this. So it sits on the, there are just two brackets that you bolt where the motor mounts go. And so like an A-frame support. I've seen them. You can buy them. They are like, I've seen them vary from like 60, 80 bucks all the way up to $150, and I really don't feel like spending that money. But I got a lot of, from work, they're throwing away a display, and it has all this 1-inch square stock. So I disassembled the whole thing, and now I'm just going to cut it up and duplicate for two sides, and then we're going to bolt it to the side of the block and make a little engine stand, so like a storage stand. So that's today's project. Alright, so let me get set up here and then I'll start video. Alright, so what we have here, so I took a piece of wire and I simulated the side of the engine block. That's the angle of the where the motor mount would sit. Now we're going to want it to come out on a little bit of an angle like this. So it's going to, you know, so it has a little wider stance. So that's what we're going to go for. I first need to just take some measurements and figure it out. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so basically what I got is I kind of mocked it up here. From the motor mount, top bolt to the motor mount, to the ground, to the floor is 16 inches. Okay? From the motor mount to the bottom of the oil pan is like 14 inches. So I'm giving myself a little like 2-inch space. So what I did is just kind of laid this out on how I want it to look. And our plate is going to go up here against the motor. So I'm just going to kind of lay this here. And I'm just going to scribe these. Make some lines in them. And then I'll cut them. And then I'll just duplicate the cuts on another piece where we make matching sides. So that's the plan here. So let's it looks pretty level, so
he just hits it right in the perfect spot in that triangle in between the gap there. It's a high foul out of play, and it goes all the way all the way.
There's my two lines. So I'll cut these two pieces, and then I'll cut two more pieces just like it. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I took out my display case and I cut all my angles to what I think how this is going to work to my drawing here. Now, it's all good here frame-wise, but to get, let me turn you a little bit, to get this angle right to the engine, where it's square, still going to be square to the ground, but the angle of the engine, that's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to tack this all together and then eyeball it to see what that angle is going to be, even if I can do it without suspending the motor, bolting these to the side of it, and then making this cut. I won't know until I get a little further, but let me take you off here so you can get a better look.
Every player is a winner. Sign up today for a chance to win up to $1,000.
Actually, hold on. Let me just swap this. Hold on. There. Turned you around so now you can see. See, I got all my angles cut and ground here and here. This angle is what I'm talking about, where that's going to sit against the engine. You know? But that's the whole thing. But we'll see. Jesus. Look at this. This is our weather. It's like 90 degrees and sunny 15 minutes ago. Now it's torrential downpouring. Crazy. Anyways, there's the G8. The LSA supercharger on it. That's a bad bitch right there. Anyway, Okay, so here we go. Here's a finished product.
Yeah, well, it's different plastics. So there's a spool. It's basically think of like a thick thread. That's
Actually,
just
hold on, let me.
plastic filament.
Here we go. There is our finished product. Cut all the pieces and I weld them together. This is where the 2 motor mount bolts on the block will go through, and it'll basically,
These are always my
can't really
favorite.
see,
These are where
it's
they're
all the
what
crap in the
what's coming
background,
up. The
but
first
it'll
10,000
basically
fans at Fenway
bolt
will
to the
be
side of
able
the
to
block,
get
and
their
it'll
hands
stand
on this fantastic
on these parts here.
merchandise on
So,
Wednesday, June 27th. the
that's
Sox
it,
take on the
right
Los
there.
Angeles Angels, and you can grab a Jackie Bradley Jr. bobblehead.
Here's
So
all the
here's more
welds.
info about the
My
country
cheap
music night
Harbor Freight
on
welder
July
I
9th
brought
as well.
for just home stuff. It's works good for what I gotta do at home. It welds good enough, you know. It's not the greatest looking welds, but they'll do.
So on July 9th, they
You
have
know?
Country Night here at Fenway Park, and as part of that,
There's one, and the other one's over here. Around. Yeah, so that should do. I will take some video footage of bolting it up and setting it on the ground. Well, good day.